Hi, I'm Elisa Perches and I'm going to talk about today's journal, which is reading the story of the egg. And by reading the story of the egg, I could see that the message in the story is reincarnation. Basically, I think that story was written from an Hindu author, maybe, probably, because he talks about Hinduism and he talks about reincarnation being possible and how it is like the only option we have. Because he says that he talks about like if the reader of the story were like the character of the story. He says like you are in blah blah and you went to me and asked me blah blah, and that makes you think more like if you were very into the story, like deep inside. And I think that the story is very interesting. I think that it is very different from what we have read so far, and that the message here is reincarnation, as I said, but it is like it tells you that you live many lives, and that every single person you have met, you've been that person, like in another life. So you are basically meeting yourself in different lives. Like if I see Hitler, well, if I was alive in the times of Hitler, if I see Hitler, it's because it is a version of me when I was reincarnated, like in him, in his body or in his life. And the point of all is that, like, the question of life is for us to mature as human, well, not as human beings, like as souls. And I think it's very interesting, but I don't agree with it. I think that I mean, nobody knows. Like, it's probably it's that is the point of life to live many lives and maybe, yeah, maybe my friends are are me in another version of me. I don't know how to say it, but I think that I don't know what I think, because there's no point. I don't think that there's point thinking about what the meaning of life is, or where do we come from, or why are we here in life on in earth doing what we do, because nobody has the answer. Like, you can't have the answer, and probably when you're dead you won't have the answer. Probably yes, probably not. Nobody knows. So it's so frustrating for me to think about those questions, because we don't know. Like, how can you assure me that I was reincarnated in every person I met? Like, you can't. So I think that it's probably, I mean, it's an option. Now, maybe everyone I have met is a version of me, but probably it's not. Probably there's just a lot of people in the world. But I mean, I like the story, and I think that the story is different from what we read. And I think that the author is Hindu. I don't know how to say it in English. Hindu, from Hinduism, because he talks about it, and he says like that the Hindus were right. So I think that it's an Hindu story, or I don't know. Nobody knows. So yeah, but it is very interesting, and I liked it, and probably I agree, and probably I don't. So yes, bye, Miss Harman.